timber tripod set up and I left it there from last year. Standing free, nothing holding it. Fuck me, that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw up my tarp. It's getting fucking rain. And I'll make something permanent. Catch you later. Throw up my tarp first thing, and I'm going to incorporate the tarp underneath. I'd also like to point out the fact that leaving your equipment outside at night or outside I had it in plastic containers because my land is in the bleeding shop. You see this? That's a rat has gnawed half the handle. Lovely, huh? So, back to this. Smoke escape from the fire without burning this, and if I need, I just get another stick and we raise them up. I don't have a center connector on this an eyepiece, so what I do is I'll just get that's what I'm saying, I just want to keep out of the rain. So next what I'll do is I'll start building the shelter. Stay with me. So as you can hear, pissing rain. So number one thing to do when you're in a position like this, put your tarp up regardless of anything else. So it took me about 15-20 minutes to do this. I just had to figure out the tension parts on it, you know, and well, it's self-tensioning as it is. So the most important thing here is I've covered my firebird area. I don't have to use this, I can use it in here. I've had this here before. The wind coming up this direction, from the south. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to chase up some dead standing firewood and get a fire going. So next thing you see is so this is where all the fun of lighting the fire in the rain comes in. I've gathered a small bit of kindling as you can see there, splashing here as I'm doing this, so no easy feat. So what I'm going to use, even before I start, because I know I'm going to have trouble, I have a bit of fat wood. That was good. But I've got a bit of inner tube tire. This lights regardless of anything, you know. What I'll do first is I'll use a flint and steel, okay, and we'll try and see if we can get it going that way. First thing, lighting on a wet floor. Number one thing is keep all this shit off the ground. So, for that reason, break up a load of sticks and line the ground with it. These are all deadfall. You can hear snapping, it's very, you know it's dry. It might be pissing rain, but it's still dry. Pissing rain and wet. So you need to get a base for your fire to get off the ground. Now, back in the day, I wouldn't have done this before we got caught. You know, you learn how to do this stuff from kind of promotion videos like what you're seeing right here. For newcomers out there, remember, light the fire off the ground. You know, I have a pit here. It's covered in dead grass and stuff over the last year. Still going to draw the heat away from the fire. Now at the same time, I have kindling. Listen, very fine kindling. A little bit on the damp side, so I'm a little worried there. That's where we're going to use the inner tube. Very fine kindling. Get a good load of that. Everything else is here at my hand, ready to go. I'm under a tarp, so the rain's not at the bottom of it. Okay. So, I'm just going to prepare, in case I need it, for the inner tube. Guarantees it, it'll light in the rain, regardless. You don't have to be a Rambo either. You use a fire lighter if you want, or not a fire lighter. Use a cigarette lighter. But obviously, this is not going to light the thing. So, I just cut off a few bits. Keep it handy just in case I do need it. Now, as I was collecting these, I was also making my shelter behind you here. It's kind of a pretty lean-to. I'm starting to get hungry, so I need to get some food in. So, okay. First thing to do, that. This brilliant stuff. That wood. So we had Cumber, but we came across the Glengarra and Tipperary the last time. I've also got this cotton. Cotton is a great igniter of fire. I've also got lint. You can use a variety. You can play around with all of these things when you play the fire. So, and I've been there, I've done it all. So for the benefit of the camera, I'll do this pretty fast. You can see it very fast. In my hand, back of the knife. Always use the back of the knife. Get your flame. Maybe not the back of the knife, or my hand. This is a draft flowing here as well, so let's go over here and see what we do. Okay, there you go. In my hand, get in place. Get a bit of fat wood going on it. Get a bit of kindling going straight away. I think what I will do is use a bit of rubber because I'm feeling I'm going to get the medium. So, yeah. Straight away with kindling. When you're putting on the kindling, make sure you just don't put it flat. Try and get it up at a TP angle, if you know what I mean. a bit of lint. I have a few bits and pieces here, just throw them on, you know. So you don't have to be a wizard doing this. It comes to you. That's basically every form of fire making in Madison right here. Open it out. In the mid area. So just let the fire take hold now for a few minutes. Before I start feeding some bigger stuff, these guys, just keep right and let it get strong. No doubt the rubber inner tube worked brilliantly. Feel a bit of heat coming there already. So also the base of this creates a draft up, so it's an updraft in it as well. So, and also the way I have the fire surround on. If you notice, I'm sitting on dry pine grass, so I don't get destroyed here. It's very damp. Now I'm under my tarp, so I'm about 4 feet here. I don't want this fire to get out of control. This has been here since 2 years ago. There's nothing holding it. It's just it's falling to pieces. It was to show you don't need cordage for everything. One of my spots that I use now and then. I haven't used it, as I said, for a good while. A friend of mine was out recently and he didn't know I was out in this area, so he came across this and he was able to describe it. So I said, yeah, that's fine. Good. So I'll just let that fire get going and I'll come back to you in a sec. So as you can see, the fire is getting fairly strong. And you can see I have two little bits of kindling there. No smoke, it's good. No real heat here either. The heat's been transferred out, which is good for the tarp. When I was here last year, what I did was I cut ivy, I killed all the ivy around a lot of the trees locally. So what I did now is I just went straight back to the ivy, some of the trees, and it falls off, but it's fantastically bone dry. You know? Fantastic kindling. Really snip. At the same time, keep some of the bigger, wetter stuff around the edge. And let it dry out. So as I said earlier, I have a paracetamol box here. Just get across this morning. Perfect. And an egg. Don't be any more than one person that you got. Well, you get their own fucking eggs. Easy bastards. So with my carry jacket, the one that I shoot with, Jen, I have my medic kit. What I've also got is some military stars, the Kisser sweet and the lollipops and shit. All kinds of packed soups, fish soups. An awful lot of variety of coffee, hot drinks in there, there's milk in there, there's sugar, brown sugar, so I generally have enough. I only shot 2 rabbits already today, so technically we're in for a week. I've got frying pan and I've got some sausage there as well. But with a rabbit, let the rabbit taste it after a couple of days, whichever, just 2 rabbits there. What I've done here is I've just fashioned just 2 wet poles. And I've got my grid that I've always had here. I turned this an offset. So I can adjust this if I want. Put it down later on. What I'm going to do is just let the fire let it go into the radar for a moment. forgot to mention that I'm using stones here, but I've used these before. But I have used a few new stones. So just to throw air on the side of caution, be careful when you're using these stones here. They can explode. Saying that, be careful. Right, so I made myself a bed of pine needles. I'll deadfall, ring on here, deadfall in a minute. Today's date is the 16th of February. As you all know, we've had one hell of a fucking week of storms going along. Right, so for the main event, I'm doing what am I doing here? I'm doing rashers and sausages and an egg. So, most people say in England this is a breakfast, in Ireland this is not breakfast, this is a dinner and a breakfast. So, fuck it. That works. Whatever keeps you happy, people. So I keep this me all the time. Tub of oil. Again, this is a medical dispenser. They're all nearly watertight-ish, facility-ish. So I just careful of having olive oil wrapped in a bit of tissue, just so it doesn't escape. So, no. It's not really fun. Level. Level. But because I'm not using the hanging system, I just don't, it's just going to be airtight. I'm just using the grill here, and it does the same thing. Jenny sausages, skinless. I don't want to touch these with my hands, so clean freak. Simmer away.